What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day. Overall, yesterday we hit some two-mans on Counter-Strike, which is always great to see, and then we got some setups added to our arsenal or something like that, right? For tonight's game, actually, which is great, and then for this two-lane game, which I believe happens on Friday. So we're going to have a setup for Thursday Night Football, and then for Friday Night Football, two-lane, and then for Saturday afternoon, this Texas-Georgia game. And this was actually a play we took Monday, I think. So Jameis, Nick Chubb, we hit this on Monday, and this was that free play on Monday. So I told you guys we'll wait for it, but it's always waiting for it is going to be completely fine if we have that set up for that Texas Georgia game. So yeah, 3 nights in a row, going to have something set up for us, which is always great there. And overall, then we hit this on Sleeper here. Kelly Oubre, I told you guys to take him over 1.5 assists. This was in yesterday's YouTube video. So now we're just waiting on Gibbs. He ended up getting 5 assists, Kelly Oubre did. So great to see there. There's also a better discount, which Anthony Edwards could not get it done. They took everyone out of this game in like the fourth quarter once again because Timberwolves were blowing out the Clippers, which, I don't know, it's just a theme of this week. They keep taking players out, right? This very close entry that we could have hit potentially here. We had League of Legends correlation at the top and then Counter-Strike down here at the bottom. This guy just had a really great game and ended up getting 21 kills. But you can see League of Legends correlation is amazing as always. And then this was yesterday's YouTube play. So I tell you guys, like with these two-mans with Counter-Strike and with Valorant, Counter-Strike and Valorant are like the same game, right? So the longer a game goes on, the more kills that happen in that game. It's very correlated. And the shorter a game goes on, the less kills that happen. So you can actually see with a two-man, I take the unders here, and a short game happens, so less kills happen. Up here in the top left, I take the overs, and a longer game happens, so more kills happen in this game. This game actually went the distance, okay? So I always talk about if a game goes the distance, if it goes to overtime, if it's just a close match, then there's going to be more kills. So that's what happened in this game up here. I took the overs, and you can see with this Valorant play, this was actually yesterday's YouTube play. We took the overs and it ended up going way of a short game. So it was a very short game, so the unders hit. So it does happen, right? It's correlated though. So I told you guys instead of 4 separate things needing to happen, we just needed 2 things needing to happen. We needed a short game up here. We needed a long game up here, and what ended up happening was a short game, so the unders hit, which is fine, right? That's part of the strategy. We want things to either go red, red, or green, green together. This guy unfortunately did not play. I wish he would have, just to kind of see what would have happened, because I bet he would have went under because this guy possessed the ball a lot. But yeah, I mean, he didn't play. I don't know what happened. Overall, you guys, I did want to show you guys our performance over the past 6 months. We are up 425 units over this past 6 months right here. And our November was just absolutely amazing. So this was the past 30 days right here, up 114 units in 30 days with, you can obviously see the record. We lose, technically we do lose more than we win on a record basis. That's because we play a lot of 4-mans, you guys. So 4-mans, they're harder to hit, but when they do hit, you get a 9x, a 10x entry with those. So you're getting paid out for taking more risk and not hitting as much, right? So that is what we do a lot on this channel. And you can see you're expecting to lose more than you win, but not profit-wise, right? Profit is what matters at the end of the day. Yeah, so more of the entries are going to lose than win, but profit is what matters at the end of the day. You can say the same thing with this 6-month graph where we've actually touched about 2,000 units, 2,000 bets over the past 6 months. So if you do want to join my VIP, if you like anything that I'm saying in this video, if you like correlation and what I'm talking about with green, green, red, red, and I'll kind of get into more of that in the pick of the day, text me the word rebet to my number on the screen. You will get 2 free months of my VIP. All you're going to have to do is put $10 into Rebet using my code. Rebet is legal into all of these orange states. So if your state is in the orange and you have an iPhone, I think what they're doing is they're actually going to open up Android access pretty soon. I'll have to talk to them. But for right now, if you have an iPhone and your state is in the orange, then text me the word Rebet and I'll have you guys sign up for this, put 10 bucks in, and then you'll get 2 free months of my VIP for doing that for me. If you're a non-iPhone user, then you can text me the word Parlay and I'll just have you do the same thing with the app Parlay Play. It'll kind of be the same process, you guys, just signing up for an app, putting 10 bucks into that app, and then sending me a screenshot that you did that. And again, I'll get you guys 2 free months of my VIP. This is actually available on iPhones or Android. So if you have an iPhone, you can kind of pick whichever one you want to do. It doesn't really matter to me. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the entry for the day. We do have, we obviously have this Lions and Packers game going on, which I'm very excited about. Should be an amazing game. And I kind of went back and forth on this, right? I went back and forth. Are the Lions going to win? Are they going to lose? Are they going to blow the Packers out? Is it going to be a close game? I'm not really sure. I think what I landed on is that the Lions, I think, are going to win. I'm pretty certain that the Lions are going to win. I'm just not sure if they're going to dominate the Packers and just completely, smother them, just blow them out of the water, or if it's going to be a close game, shootout type game, okay? So I'm really not sure on that. We'll have to see how it is. I kind of, I'm hoping for a shootout because that would be fun. And then I think we have some of the overs and stuff like that with the Packers, but Jared Goff, I'm going to take him under pass completions, and then Amon-Ra St. Brown, I'm going to take him under 6.5 receptions here. So if you actually look at Jordan Love's line is 22, I think. I think he has 22 pass completions, and then his pass attempts is like 0.5 lower than Jared Goff's. So what PrizePicks is telling me right now is that they think there's the similar likelihood that Goff and that Jordan Love have the same likelihood of throwing the ball a lot, which I think is completely wrong. I think Jordan Love, pretty much any way this game shapes, he's going to have to throw the ball a lot, okay? Detroit, they're going to stay in this game. It's either going to be a shootout or the Packers are going to be behind and they're going to be playing from behind, having to come back in this game throwing a lot, okay? That's why earlier in the week we took Jordan Love over pass attempts and we took Josh Jacobs under rush attempts. Similar thing here where I think Jordan Love, he's going to have to throw a lot in this game, but I don't know why these lines are similar, okay? So a little bit of a tangent there, but Jared Goff, I think this is too high for him, even though he's like a pass completion merchant and he gets like 80% pass completion sometimes. I really do think this is a little bit too high for him. I think he's probably going to fall around like 18, 19, maybe 20 pass completions, especially if they end up dominating this game. He's not going to pass as much. So I say it all the time. NFL, college football, Canadian football, whatever you want to say, football is football, and football is extremely narrative based, okay? You could have a quarterback one time throwing 50 pass attempts for one game, and then he comes back the next game and throws 25 pass attempts, okay? Half the amount of pass attempts. The reason being is because it's very narrative based, okay? So if a team is winning and they're winning in this game by a lot, they're going to pass less, okay? What team do you ever see when they're winning in a game, they just completely keep passing the ball and they just, they throw in completion, stuff like that, and they stop the clock, right? When a team is winning the game, they stop passing, they start running the ball to then waste the clock. So same thing here. I think the Lions, they're going to win this game, and as they're winning the game in the fourth quarter, they're going to stop passing the ball, and they're going to start running the ball, which is obviously going to mean less pass completions for Goff, and then less receptions for Amon-Ra St. Brown. So very correlated together. Again, this is one of those things that we'd like to see either go green together, where both the unders hit together, or red together, where both the overs hit. So again, if Amon-Ra St. Brown gets like 10 catches tonight, then it's very likely that Goff is going to go over, because 10 catches means 10 completions, right? So they're very correlated together. They win together or they lose together. All right, and then we do have Counter-Strike correlation here. Or sorry, not Counter-Strike. We have Call of Duty correlation here, which I haven't actually done Call of Duty correlation in quite a while. It's actually been since like July, because what happened with Call of Duty is a new game came out, so they paused esports for a while. But now the new game is out, and now they're restarting esports. And there is a huge opportunity in Call of Duty right now, and I'll kind of show you guys why. But Call of Duty is extremely correlated, and it's actually based off of the map size. So if any of you guys have played Call of Duty, and if you haven't, that's fine, but a larger map means less kills, and a smaller map means more kills. So if any of you guys have played the classic like Nuketown or Rust or anything like that, you know they are very small maps. And when a map is very small, that means more kills are happening because more guys are circling around. It's almost like if you have a small container and you have flies in that small container, those flies are going to be flying around each other at a much closer distance than if you have a very large container. If you have a very large container and put 10 flies in there, they're going to keep their distance, right? It's going to be a bigger jar to fill with all those flies. So a smaller map means more kills because you're going to see people more in that map, right? Smaller map, you're going to see a lot more people. It's likely you're going to turn a corner, see a guy, respawn, turn a corner, see a guy. Whereas a larger map, it's going to be more strategical. It's going to be more like, you're kind of going through, and there's going to be less people that you see in those games. So second play of the day is going to be this Jalen Green discount on better, and we are over 17.5 points is the discount. I think his line's normally 21 or 20.5, and then I'm going to take Malcolm Brogdon under 21.5 points plus assists. Hopefully this is still up. It seems like they seems like better bumps things pretty quick. I don't think it's up you guys, which sucks. We can take Sam Darnold over 20.5 pass completions. That's another good play. Devin Vassell over 2.5 made threes is a really great play, you guys. Karl Anthony Towns under 37.5 points and rebounds. That's another great play. So take any of those plays. If Malcolm Brogdon is back up on the board, you guys can go ahead and take that too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.